Hello everybody and welcome back to Chat and Chill News. Day 3 daily videos and let's go. The Weeknd has now cut ties with H&M. Now after, if you haven't heard, yesterday H&M got caught out for posting a racial ad which had a very racial remark about being the coolest guy in a jungle or something, coolest monkey in a jungle, and he had a black man in a green jumper. And yeah, the Weeknd has now cut ties. He put in a tweet, woke up this morning shocked and embarrassed by these photos. I'm deeply offended and will not be working with H&M anymore. So the Weeknd, salute to you. Again, you remember my words. If you're going to have a very strong energy towards H&M, keep that same energy when the stores open up. H&M have also apologized, but there's been a lot of backlash through that apology as it didn't really seem really sincere. They probably only apologized because they really had to. And yeah, that's the end of that. Now let's get into the next story. Travelers being encouraged to fake illness. Man, you want to fake an illness, dog? Now, what's going on is claims management companies are approaching a lot of travelers to basically fake being an illness. It is also stated that if you do win the case, you can get up to £2,000 each. So each person that's ill gets £2,000. Now, according to this, also over 9 million Britons have been approached by a claims management company. So, I don't know, have you guys been approached from one of them before? Have you been told to fake being an illness? I mean, if it works, but it's a bit risky, isn't it? But anyway, let's get into the next story, and it's to do with Toby Young. He has now resigned from his university regulator's role. Now, what that means is Mr. Young had been awfully, ever since he basically got the ream, he's been hit with 9 million different accusations about a lot of tweets that went down a couple of years ago. Now, Mr. Young actually did delete about 40,000 tweets from 2009, including tweets about breast remarks, working class students, and gay people, which is not very good. There was over 200,000 people that signed a petition to get rid of Mr. Toby Young, and yeah, well, he has now resigned, so hooray! I guess it's time for celebration. But anyway, let's get into the next story. Now, Commonwealth gamer sprinter Craig Burns and his partner Luke Sullivan is also a fellow athlete, are one of the first couples to get married in Australia. Yeah, now if you didn't know, they have now given opportunities to the LGBT community to get married in Australia. It was about 30 or something days ago when this went down, probably a lot longer than that. But great news for Australia. Hopefully you guys have a good time, and big shout out to Craig Burns, you know. Go get him. Man, let's get into the next one. Simon Cowell has been hit by Netflix. Now, we all enjoy to stream right now. If you do have a password, comment down in the section below. I want to use your Netflix. It's just funny that way. We can Netflix and share. Well, what's happening right now? That Simon Cowell has lost over 1 million of profits, from 18.1 million to 17.1 million, because people just prefer to stream rather than watch X Factor or Britain's Got Talent. Now, what I didn't know, which is quite interesting, there's over 169 countries where you can watch X Factor on TV, and the most spin-off show in the world, Britain's Got Talent, is available to 69 countries. So Simon Cowell, you're still raking in the piece, but yeah, you're losing a lot of money. That's the end of the news. I'll see you guys in a minute for the sport. Let's get into the sport. You already know, transfer window, what is going down right now. Now let's start with Jonny Evans, Arsenal and Man City. Where do you guys think he should go? Now what's happening is that Arsene Wenger came out and said, you know, the power of Man City might sway Jonny Evans that way. But would he get games at Man City is the question you should be asking yourself. I mean, I think if he goes, when you look at Stones, Vincent Kompany, Otamendi, I mean, what, he'll be a replacement for that other dude, Mangala, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Should Jonny Evans go to Man City? I'll say go to Arsenal. He'll probably be the best centre-back they have. Partner him up with Koscielny. That looks like a good partnership right there. Francis Coquelin to leave Arsenal. Now, there's been a lot of speculation that he may leave Arsenal or may not. Arsene Wenger did come out again and say that it may happen that he leaves this January transfer window. Me personally, He ain't even good enough for Arsenal. I don't even know when was he even good enough for? You see what happened to him against Hazard when Hazard just spinned him off and dropped him to the ground like yo. But I don't know about Francis Coquelin. You know, I've been hearing things about West Ham maybe be interested. They also want El Neni as well. West Ham also after El Neni as well from Arsenal. Also, you don't remember they recently tried to sign William Cavalier, which kind of fell through. I'm just wondering, do they need a defensive midfielder? Like, why are they so after defensive midfielder? They have Quixote. They got quite a lot of defensive midfielders, but that is what West Ham are trying to do. Anyway, let's get into the next story. With Sevilla now want to buy Batshuayi from Chelsea. If you don't know about Batshuayi, he's pretty much a bench warmer. He's like 5th choice. I mean, if they don't have a striker, they play Hazard up front. That's how far behind he is. Again, Batshuayi, maybe he should look for a move in January. I think he should stay. He should have gone to West Ham actually when he wanted him last season. But I think he should stay in the Premier League. He's actually a good striker. It's not that he's bad, but he does have very inconsistent games. But how can you be consistent when you don't get consistent enough of matches? Like, he doesn't play all the time. He plays one game, and if he doesn't impress, he's off in the second half. So it's pretty unfortunate for him. Now, Thomas Lemar is on number 1 replacement if Sanchez leaves to go to Man City. Thomas Lemar, again, Thomas Lemar looks like he's definitely going to be leaving either now or in August. It's just the way it looks. I think he will probably go to Arsenal. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. I mean, Arsene Wenger has the skill of getting a French player. So, Thomas Lemar, do what you got to do. The president also of Monaco did come out and say he could leave. He's not sure what's going to happen with Thomas Lemar, and we'll just have to wait and see. Iheanacho to leave. Now, Iheanacho joined Leicester for 25 million last year, but it's a bench warmer. He started a few games early on, but didn't really kick on from there. And again, he's one of those players. He was really good at Man City. Guardiola came over and basically brought 10 other young players, and Iheanacho went from looking like a good player to a bad player. I just remember there was a point where Man City fans were saying Iheanacho was better than Rashford. Sit down, take a seat, and never talk football again. Iheanacho was never that good. Although his scoring record was always good. I do feel sorry for his development. He's not getting enough game. I mean, if you can't even get into a Leicester team... actually, they got Vardy, so I'll get him. He should be going to someone like a Brighton. He'll probably be their best player. Probably Ronaldinho. And also, to end it, to come off a bit of the transfer windows and all that good stuff, let's talk about VR in football. Now, Rio Ferdinand questioned the VR. Now, there was a game yesterday between Brighton and Crystal Palace where there was a handball goal. How the hell did the VR miss that, bruh? It didn't pop up. Like, there was nothing that popped up. And Rio Ferdinand sat down and went, well, what's the point of this? If it's not going to help the situation that we wanted to help, how are we still having goals allowed that's not meant to be allowed? So, again, that's something for you guys to think about. Again, like I said, transfers are going to be the talk for the whole of this month. Until then, there'll be not a lot of other sports to be discussed. But I hope you guys are enjoying the sports section. Don't forget as well, coupon code ChatChill20 to get a Lux brand product. And also don't forget Crown & Beauty if you want teeth whitening, LVL lashes. And if you just want a spray tan, go make yourself look good and look fleeky. You know, Valentine's Day is around the corner. We'll see you again every day for the news. So, see you later and have a great week. Bye.
Tizzle baby, yeah. Don't want wahala, don't want no drama. Don't want wahala, yeah. Don't want no drama. May I just move to the next thing.